untapped. It's the ability to compel ourselves to do what needs to be done, even when everything in us wants to procrastinate or avoid it. Think about the last time you really didn't want to do something. Maybe it was a tough conversation. Maybe it was a project that seemed insurmountable. We've all been there, haven't we? That moment where the easier choice is to say, I'll do it tomorrow. But here's the thing. Tomorrow becomes the next day, and the next, and soon enough, what was a molehill becomes a mountain. In these moments, the difference between success and stagnation is action. Action is the foundational key to all success. It's not just about having knowledge or talent. It's about using that knowledge, harnessing that talent. You could have the intellect of Einstein, but without action, it's like having a library of books that you never read. So how do we tap into this force? How do we push ourselves to take action, especially when it's tough? Well, that's the journey we're on together today. It's about understanding the why behind the what. It's about learning to embrace the discomfort of growth. Because let me tell you, growth and comfort do not coexist. I want you to think about a goal, a dream, something you've been putting off. Hold that in your mind as we embark on this discussion. Because today isn't just about theories and words. It's about transformation. It's about turning I can't into I will. And believe me, the journey from I can't to I will is where all the magic happens. Dive into this together, shall we? Let's explore how we can harness this force within us, how we can turn the tide in our favor and truly set sail towards our dreams. Remember, it's not just about the destination, it's about the journey. And this journey, my friends, is about discovering the incredible power of self-discipline, the power to move mountains, the power to change our lives. This journey is not for the faint of heart. It's for those who are willing to roll up their sleeves, to dig deep, and to do the work. The kind of work that most shy away from, but not us. We are different. We are the ones who are willing to look challenges in the eye and say, I am stronger than you. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. If it were easy, everyone would be doing it. But I promise you, it will be worth it. Because on the other side of discipline, on the other side of that, hard work lies the life you've always dreamed of. A life where you are the master of your fate, not the victim of your circumstances. Begin this adventure together with open minds and willing hearts. Let's commit to ourselves, to our dreams, to the journey of forcing ourselves to get it done, no matter what. You know, I've often thought about the journey of success, and one key element always stands out: the sheer force of will to get things done. It's like sailing a ship. You can have the finest vessel, the best crew, but without setting a course and pushing forward, you'll simply drift. Today, I want to talk about that, the art of pushing yourself, of moving beyond the ordinary to achieve the extraordinary. Imagine, if you will, a person much like any one of us, standing at the crossroads of decision. Every day, we face these crossroads, moments where our choices define us. And in these moments, it's not just about making decisions, but about making the right decisions. Now, I'm not talking about choosing what to have for breakfast. I'm talking about the choices that scare us, that push us, that force us out of our comfort zones. Every setback, every obstacle is an opportunity to practice self-discipline, to get back up, dust yourself off, and move forward with even more determination. So, as we journey forward, let's embrace the power of self-discipline. Understand that it's the key to unlocking our full potential. It's the tool we need to carve out the life we dream of. It's the bridge between where we are and where we want to be. With self-discipline, there's nothing we can't achieve. No dream too big, no goal too distant. As we wrap up this part of our discussion, I want you to hold on to the idea that self-discipline is your ally, your strength, and your guide. It's the light that leads you through the darkness, the force that pushes you when the road gets tough. Embrace it, nurture it, and watch as it transforms your life in ways you never imagined. Let's continue this journey with the determination to strengthen our self-discipline day by day, choice by choice. Remember, the only limits that exist are the ones we place on ourselves. Let's break those barriers and soar to new heights. It's not just about the goal, it's about who we become in the process of reaching that goal. It's about the strength we gain, the wisdom we acquire, and the character we build. So, are you ready to take that first step? Are you ready to force yourself to get it done? Because I believe you can, and I believe you will. Let's take this journey together, step by step, day by day, until we reach the pinnacle of our potential. The incredible power of self-discipline. Self-discipline, my friends, is the silent engine that drives success.
All right.
It's the inner strength that gets us out of bed on those cold mornings when the world seems to be against us. It's the force that keeps us going when everything else says stop. It's not just a trait, it's a way of life. Imagine for a moment a world where everyone exercised perfect self-discipline. Picture people following through on every promise they made to themselves. Imagine the achievements, the transformations. Now I know what you're thinking. That world sounds ideal, perhaps too good to be true. But here's the secret. That world begins with you. It starts the moment you decide to take control of your life. You see,
What's going on, family? Welcome to Coffee and Crypto. Another amazing episode 214. Yo, we got to get the views up. I don't know. Listen, maybe I'm not bringing enough value. And at this point in my life, I just don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what people got to think. I love what I do. I love waking up and doing what I do. And honestly, I don't even be showing up for people. I show up for myself because it's just something that I like to do. You know what I mean? It's like breathing at this point. You know, if I don't get on the call, I feel like I'm not taking a good breath. You know, I feel like I'm not intaking good oxygen, you know, for my day. So I just want to say congratulations to everybody that stays consistent. I'd highly recommend that you send this call out to your friends, send this call out to your family, send this call out to your group chat, send this out to everybody because you want to make sure that people have this information. Today, we're going to cover quite a few things, okay? We're going to stay very specific to the XRP ledger. Over this week, we've been heavily focused on XRP. You know what I'm saying? So understanding that we've been heavily focused on XRP, I really enjoyed the views that we got on Tuesday's episode. So episode 213 on YouTube has been in one day, has been our most viewed episode so far in one day. And I believe it's just because of the title. So we're going to continue to keep those titles going. We're going to continue to keep things elevated. We've gotten a lot of subscribers over the last couple of days. And if you're new to our channel, just want to let you know that this is our second YouTube page. Our very first YouTube page was taken away from us, but somehow we got it back. You know what I'm saying? You fight long enough, you get things back. So if you go back on this page, and you're like, man, I don't see episode 1. I don't see episode 2. Did this brother start at episode 100? Is he tripping? No. Because of the fact that we live in a country that says that, you know, you can have freedom of speech, but you can't even speak freely is insane to me. So just to let you all know, we do have our old YouTube channel back. So if you want to go back over some of those older episodes before we even got to episode 100, you know, if you want to see how far we've really come in this call, in our knowledge, in our understanding, in our leadership, in our way of speaking, orienting, and everything else, you want to make sure you go over to our last YouTube channel as well and subscribe there too. And that one's called Coffee and Crypto Podcast. Okay, so you have Coffee and Crypto Podcast, and our current one is Coffee and Crypto Network. When I figure out how to combine the two one day, I'm excited to be able to kind of merge both of those together. But for now, you can go back and see our old videos and our new videos. I like to look look at it as the Old Testament and the New Testament, right? This is the Old Testament to our wealth, and now we're in our New Testament, which is our Coffee and Crypto Network YouTube channel. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to be here. I want to thank everybody, Marion, for sharing the link, my mom for sharing the link, Victor Brown for sharing the link, and anybody else that shared the link. And look, if you didn't share the link, this is your opportunity to just go and share the link inside of those group chats because, guys, it helps me out. It helps me get more people on these calls. And, guys, that is what it's all about at the end of the day, right? It's all about the numbers. There's power in numbers. And I just want to make sure that people leave here with an abundance of wealth because you got to understand that wealth is your birthright, right? Gaining wealth is your birthright. But you also have to remember that a birthright is not something that's rightfully given to you all the time, right? A birthright is sometimes something that you have to fight for, something that you have to increase your knowledge on. And I believe that we're increasing our knowledge to gain access to this new birthright of wealth that we are creating. Shout out to all the new people that's tuning in to Coffee and Crypto through our YouTube channel, our Zoom channel, our Twitter. I just want to thank everybody. You know what I'm saying? I really do, because, without you all, the show still would go on. I'm not going to lie to you. Even if you didn't show up, I'm not stopping. You know what I mean? Like, I have a point to prove. Okay. I have a point to prove, and I'm going to prove it. Whether you're here or not, the point is going to get proven. And there's a level of wealth that we are attracting here that I'm telling you all, you do not want to miss out on. You want to make sure that you get these crypto portfolios set up properly. You want to make sure that your assets are allocated properly. And if you have not checked out our Rich Off Crypto Challenge that we do once a month, okay? Once a month, we do the Rich Off Crypto Challenge. This will be our third month. $99 for you to be able to spend 3 days, 1 hour a day with me. That's 3 hours. If you do the math on that, if you go to my website right now to meet with me for 1 hour, I charge $500. It's $500 an hour for me to sit down and talk to you about anything related to crypto. So the fact that you can meet with me for $99 in a group setting on Zoom for 3 hours, that's $1,500 worth of value for $99 that I believe everybody should at least experience one time. So we have our next Rich Off Crypto Challenge that's coming up. August, I believe it's the 3rd through the 5th. I got to take a look at those dates. It might be the 5th through the 7th, but it's the first Friday of every single month. So if you guys can afford to swing that $99, I'd highly recommend that you join. If you have friends and family that need to be a part of this, I'd highly recommend that you guys also click the link in my bio right now and join that $99 Rich Off Crypto Challenge, because it will change your life. And then secondly, we have some other things that are coming out as well. Oh yeah, and if you want to join the VIP of the Rich Off Crypto Challenge, it is $297, but that gets you 1 hour extra. So that's 6 hours for that weekend instead of 3 for $297. All right, listen, you cannot beat it, so you might as well join it. With that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the greatest morning show for cryptocurrency known to man. And if somebody tells you anything different, you want to go ahead and just do what I call an about face and walk the other way. Because I'm telling you right now, this call is just getting started. And, just like 50 Cent said, many men, you know what I'm saying? Many men are going to hate on you. Many men is going to wish stuff on you. But one thing I will tell you is that when you walk through this life with a level of tenacity, with a level of belief, there's nothing. Even if they took you out, they couldn't stop the belief, because belief is energy. And you have to remember that energy is neither created nor destroyed. So get your belief up and let's get it.
Many men like old wish that upon me. Blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see. The president is what I'm destined to be, but Democrats trying to take my life away. Put a hole in my ear, now you don't see. Put a coal into all my security. Better watch how you talk when you talk about me, 'cause I'll come and take your life away. Many men, that's a lot of men. Many.
That's a lot of men.
And wish death on me, Lord, I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on me. Mercy Democrats put money on my head. Go get your refund, motherfucker, because I ain't dead. I'm the orange in a fruit bowl that ain't been found. I'm the Republican king. And I
Tell your friends to get on this call now. Let's increase the numbers. I need y'all to help me increase these numbers today. We got some important stuff to talk about.
Right. I rip the concrete jungle. I ain't never been humble. This race hot, cause I stay ready to rumble. Got a temper, Joe, go ahead. Lose your head. I'm crazy. I'll grab Kamala between her legs. I'll ride around the cap of my head, chip on my shoulder. Till I've won this presidential race, putting his fate over.
You feel me? Welcome to Coffee and Crypto, where, we make all dreams come true. I want to say, if you're tuning in on YouTube, make sure you smash that thumbs up and that subscribe button and share this out, because every single share, every single thumbs up, and every single subscribe allows us to get closer to our first goal of 1,000 subscribers on our channel, so that we can start monetizing this thing and really taking it to the next level and upgrading everything we're doing here, y'all. Remember, we're still in the beginning phases. And remember, crypto ain't even took off yet, y'all. So everything that you all are seeing right now is self-made, y'all. I'm self-made, I'm self-paid, and there ain't nothing that nobody can do about it. And it's only about to get better from here, I promise you. So welcome to Coffee and Crypto. This is our 214th episode, and it commences now. So what I want to do is I want to take a look right now. I want to actually take a look at XRP. Okay, I want to take a look at XRP. Okay, give me 1 second. So I want to take a look at XRP. Okay, and I want you guys to see that over the last 24 hours, we're back down. So remember, everybody was feeling that euphoria. Oh, we're up 60%. Remember, y'all, these moves come with swings, right? If you can't realize, okay, if you can't realize that these moves come with swings, this is the same thing that happens in real estate, family. This is the same thing that happens in the stock market. This is the same thing that happens in the commodities market. So why do you expect for anything different to happen? Now, if we look at XRP over the last 7 days, we're now up 27%. We had a small little pullback. Now, if we really take a look at where that pulled back to, I'm going to do it for you, right? We're going to pull up the chart and take a look at it. However, if I'm just using my eyes, I can see that this is nothing but a retest to two levels of past, over the last 7 days, two levels of past resistance. So this is nothing but a level of support, right? Now, if we can hold this support and consolidate on top of this support, this could actually mean some bullish. This could be a bullish, what do you call it? A bullish narrative for XRP. Now, the entire cryptocurrency market, we are in a consolidation phase, but we're up to $2.38 trillion, on our way to a $3 trillion market cap, family. So cryptocurrency is still early. Remember, the total crypto market cap for crypto is about the same market cap as NVIDIA and companies like that are now worth over $1 trillion. So imagine you got one market that's worth $2 trillion with so much potential and so many other assets inside of it. And we're so early that the entire asset class itself of digital assets, cryptocurrencies, is only worth about the price of the market cap of NVIDIA. Are you kidding me? Okay, guys. So just pay attention to where we are and understand that when they flip the switch, which I'm about to show you all, again, we are so close to the flip of the switch moment. Now, before we get into before we get into our news and updates and everything, it's important for us to start with technical analysis, because you got to know where you are in order to get to the next level. In other words, in order for the prisoner of Azkaban to have escaped Azkaban, he had to know he was in Azkaban. So let's go ahead and take a look and see where we are right now in regards to the Azkaban. Okay, check this out. So we've already seen the total crypto market cap make a quick little, we'll say this is a downtrend, right? It is, because this is the daily chart. So even though this doesn't look like a real downtrend, this really is a downtrend. And if I were to eyeball a Fibonacci from the top to the bottom of this particular trend, we're about at the 50% mark of that particular Fibonacci. So it's really important right now that we're in the 50% mark to just pay attention and see where does price go from here. If we can break this weekly high of $2.728 trillion, then the total crypto market cap will continue to go up, and we'll probably see a $3 trillion market cap at some point. And the reason why is because the all-time high of our entire crypto market cap was at $2.997 trillion, around $3 trillion. So we're not too far away from it, but we still have some growth to actually see this actually happen. Okay. Now, now that we've looked at some TA, some technical analysis, you know where you are in the market. We know we're not low anymore. We're still low, but we're back high, right? We're back up high. Now we're lower than we were at the weekly high. But for me, I really want to see this market kind of come back down. And I've been talking about this $1.816 trillion mark. I would personally like to see this market pull back, and swing back to this $1.816 trillion mark. And the reason why is because if we take a look at the past, this level right here, okay, this level right here, okay, this level, and I'm gonna mark it off for y'all, okay. But this level that I just put this little mark on right here, you can see that this level of resistance has never been retested again. So even right here, didn't make it far enough down to retest this level. So I'm still claiming that we should see a retest at $1.816 trillion. And when we do see this retest of $1.816 trillion, that is where I will start to look at individual cryptocurrencies to actually see, okay, is this something I actually want to invest into right now? Or do I want to see it go down a little more? And so that's based off of your own analysis. Remember, y'all, we do not offer financial advice here. The only thing that we offer here is advice that I'm taking. So if you want to take my advice, feel free. But if not, make sure you get with a licensed person, a financial advisor that can help you. But one thing I will warn you about is your financial advisor probably will tell you to stay away from crypto, except for Bitcoin and eventually Ethereum and Solana, because they will have ETFs. And financial advisors will not tell you to invest in anything that does not have some type of real clarity of institutional backing. So understand that the type of people that invest in crypto today versus the people that will invest in crypto tomorrow are two different audiences. Remember that. Now, I got a quick 5-minute clip from Warren Buffett, and I wanted to play this because he talks about how he would take $1 million and start all over again with his investments. Enjoy.
Towards the end of 2018, you mentioned that you guarantee you could make a 50% annual return if you had to start again with under $1 million. The question is, if tomorrow you woke up in the body of your body, 20-year-old American,
your body, but that's fine.
and your name was now Warren a la carte, and you had some money to invest on a full-time basis, what method or methods would you use to achieve that return? Would it involve flipping through 20,000 pages of Moody's manual or similar publications, or finding, to find sticker butts? Or would it be hunting for great companies at a fair price as Mr. Munger would? Or would it be a combination of both, with opportunity cost serving as the final arbiter of which method to use, given that your investing opportunity has now broadened significantly? Thank you, Carbon Cap.
Good question. I'm glad you came. The answer would be, in my particular case, it would be going through the 20,000 pages. And since we were talking about railroads, I went through the Moody's Transportation Manual a couple of times. That was 1,500 or 2,000 pages or no problem.
Now, I got a quick question for y'all real quick. So you got to listen to Warren Buffett, okay? This is why we do the show. I am Warren Buffett, okay? And Warren Buffett is me, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. because I too would have went through the 20,000 pages. See, this is what we do here as researchers here at Coffee and Crypto. This is what we do as blockchain strategists is we really go through the documents. When I pull stuff up, like I got documents for you today, I go through each document word by word, and I make sure that I understand. And if there's words I don't understand because they're too big for my lingo, okay, understand what I do. I go to Google. Or I go to ChatGPT and I type it in and I ask, hey, what does this mean? Give me a real life example of this, right? Guys, you have to be very studious to obtain the level of wealth that you dream of. You can't just expect to put your money somewhere and get lucky. Some of you will put your money somewhere and get very, very lucky, but it's on the backs of people like me, Warren Buffett, and I almost said Muhammad Ali, but anointed Ali. Muhammad Ali too. But also anointed Ali. Shout out to my boy Noint on the call right now. Now I want to show y'all something because you got to always be promoting. You know what I mean? That's something, that's a part of that. That's a part of the world of sales. You got to always be promoting. Now, something that I love about Warren Buffett is he got the Coca-Cola right here. And you know, Warren Buffett owns a huge part of Coca-Cola. So you're talking about branding, right? We also have the C's candies, right? Do you see this right here? He got everything that he's invested in, anything that he eats, anything that he partakes in, he invests in. You should also have it that way. Look at this, y'all. You see these Nikes right here? I got Nike Air Maxes on my feet. You don't think I own no Nike stock? I don't talk about Nike stock, but I own me some, okay? If I got it on my back, I own it, okay? That's how I got it on my shirt. You see this? I own it. What do you own? That has to be the question you start asking yourself. But let's continue to listen to Warren Buffett. My bad, y'all.
Probably 1,500 pages. And I found all kinds of interesting things when I was 20 or 21. And I don't imagine there's anybody here that knows about the Green Bay and Western Railroad Company, but there were hundreds and hundreds of railroad companies, and I like to read about every one of them. The Green Bay and Western,
Listen,
in those days, everybody had a nickname for railroads. I mean, that was just what Northern Pacific was the Nipper, and Phoebe Snow was one of them in the east that used to go up to Cornell, and the Green Bay and Western was known as grab baggage and walk, and GB&W, and they had a bond that was actually the common stock, and they had a common stock.
hey, wait. I gotta go back now. Anointed. Hey, I like Warren Buffett. Anointed. Listen to what my boy said, because Anointed also does the same thing. Me and Anointed do the same thing as Warren Buffett. That's how I know. Me and him gonna be like Charlie Munger one day. Like Charlie Munger and Warren, but watch. But listen to what my boy Warren said real quick about the railroad ticker symbol. He had his own acronym for the ticker symbol, and we do this all the time.
As grab baggage and walk, and GB&W, and
let me write it back.
Known as grab baggage and walk, and GB&W, and they had.
You heard what he said? He said GB&W, grab bag and walk. You feel me? Grab your bags and walk. That's what that stock told him, right? Like, same way they say XRP stands for extremely rich person. It stands for excellent retirement plan. Y'all better listen. Stop playing with this stuff now.
And then they had a bond that was actually the common stock, and they had a common stock that was actually a bond. And, that could lead to unusual things. But they wouldn't lead to unusual things that would work for you with many millions of dollars. But if you collected a whole bunch of those, which I set out to do, and actually that's what impressed Charlie when I first met him, because I knew all the details of all these little companies on the West Coast that he thought I would never have heard of. But I knew about the Los Angeles Athletic Club or whatever it might be. And he thought he was the only one that knew about that, and that became an instant point of connection. So, to answer your question, I don't know what the equivalent of Moody's manuals or anything would be now, but I would try and know everything about everything small, and I would find something. And with $1 million, you could earn 50% a year, but you have to be in love with the subject. You can't just be in love with the money. You really got to just find it like essentially like, people find other things in other fields because they just love looking for it. A biologist looks for something because they want to find something. And build into that. I don't know how the human brain works that much. I don't think anybody understands too well how the human brain works. But there's different people that just find it exciting to expand their knowledge in a given area. I know great bridge players. I know great chess players. Actually, Kasparov came to Omaha and met Mrs. B. I've had the luck of meeting a lot of people that are unbelievably smart in their own arena and do some unbelievably dumb things in other areas. So all I know is the human brain is complicated, but it does its best when you find out what your brain is really suited for, and then you just pound the hell out of it from that point. And that's what
I'm gonna just stop right there. Listen, y'all, have you found what your brain is best suited for? You know what I'm saying? And also, one key point that I took away from him, and let's go ahead because y'all already know this is Coffee and Crypto, and this is what we do right here. You know what I'm saying? So he talked about Moody's Railroad. Okay, Moody's still around. Moody's ain't went nowhere. Okay, Moody's is still here right now. They got the whole website right here. Look, rail transportation. Okay, Moody's. Okay, this is what. So I got a question for y'all. Okay, when we talk about Moody's Railroad transportation, understand that. Okay, this right here. Okay, take a look now. MCO stock is a mix of institutional, retail, individual investors, right? Same one, right? 38.12% of the company's stock is owned by institutional investors. Okay, so institutional investors own a good amount, but guess what? Individual investors always, all right, and public companies always will own more of everything because we always, make it happen. Now, understand that this Moody's company came out, and it looks like it was created in here it is, Moody's Manual of Railroads and Corporation Securities, 1907. Now, this was the last industrial revolution when they were building railroads, roads, and all those things to be able to move things, move products, to move people, to move whatever from one place to another. That was the last industrial revolution. And Warren Buffett went through this manual and read everything that he possibly could to learn about this. He said in this video, he said, I don't know what the next Moody's manual is. He said, but you want to find it. I'm telling you right now, guys, we found it, but we found it in banking documents. We are building the railroad tracks now. This is the fourth industrial revolution. This is the next industrial revolution. And this one has anything to do with this has nothing to do with gas cars and steam engines and all this stuff. This time, we're dealing with artificial intelligence. We're dealing with the Internet of Things. We're dealing with blockchain and crypto and DLT and machine learning. We're dealing with all of these things now. This is the fourth industrial revolution. So if you want to get rich like Warren Buffett, I recommend that you find you also a Moody's manual and get it figured out. With that being said, let's go ahead and move into more of the information that we have to talk today because we got about 30 minutes left on this call, okay? So check this out. Nothing, and I mean nothing at all, okay, can stop the BRICS nations de-dollarizing the dollar. There's nothing that will stop it. It's already done. They've already created the plan. And as of July 17th, I want to read this to y'all. The process of de-dollarization cannot be stopped. With countries thinking how to make themselves safe, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said at a news conference in the UN after presiding over Security Council meetings at its chairman, all are trying to make themselves safe. Information leaked not long ago that in the environment when the United States and the whole collective West want to steal Russian money, Saudi Arabia is thinking how to reduce dependence on the dollar. The process of de-dollarization is underway and it cannot be stopped. It will not be stopped. So it's time for everybody to start thinking about, where can I take my dollars and put it in? I'm not saying it's crypto. This might not even be the right space. I don't know. Okay. We're going to find out together. We're going to find out together. That's one thing we're going to find out. But we still don't know what is the right space. We are researching. We are taking the best guess that we can. And if we come out on top as winners, as victorious, then that's okay too. And if not, one thing about it is you can't be afraid to take risk. You just have to take the risk, okay? And understand that it was just that. It was a risk. With that being said, let's continue to push forward. I have a quick video clip about, and this right here was from a over 1 hour interview. I don't know the man's name unless I go to this actual YouTube channel. However, everybody knows about Black Swan Capitalist and Vasan, okay? This quick video was very enlightening, and it talks about the NSA in 1996 with their digital currency white paper. Pay attention.
The cryptocurrencies, I believe, Bitcoin was most likely created by the government to sell this idea of a CBDC. They're not the solution. They're not a store of wealth. They can basically seize anything because it's not tangible. If anything that you want to be able to protect is going to have to be in physical form. A cryptocurrency is not an alternative to the central bank. That's all propaganda. And they can eliminate it with the stroke of a pen.
Remember that, y'all, okay? This is all programmable money, right? So you got to understand that, y'all. You got to understand that. But it's not going anywhere because they're making laws for it. So that wasn't like a warning that, oh, we're investing in the wrong thing. But I need y'all to also remember the risk that you do take. This is digital. The same way that they flipped it on is the same way that they can flip it off. That's why you got to also realize that there's an end game to this too. The game is not to stay in crypto forever. No. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. The game is, and I'm going to tell you straight like this, the game is to take these crypto profits. Again, this is not financial advice, but the game is to take these crypto profits and go over into something like land and real estate that is real. Okay? This crypto stuff is a part of the matrix. If I was playing Grand Theft Auto right now, I would do left, right, left, right, left, right, up, down, up, down, up, down, X, Y, whatever. Okay, if I was playing my PlayStation, R1, R2, R1, R2, R1, R2, up, down, up, left, right, left, right. And now at the top of my Grand Theft Auto screen, top right corner, it says $1 billion. And now in the game, I can do anything. I can get all the armor. You know, some people just want to play Grand Theft Auto. My life is Grand Theft Auto. That's how you got to look at it. My life every single day I wake up is Grand Theft Auto. And I'm putting in the cheat code. Crypto, I'm putting in the cheat code. Digital wealth, I'm putting in the cheat code. And then guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that wealth and I'm going to transfer it into something tangible. Gold, real estate, diamonds, art. I don't care. But you have to do something. You have to do something. Now, this is an official document from the BIS, the Bank of International Settlements, which is the central bank of all central banks. This came from the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision. This is the disclosure of crypto asset exposures. This came out this month. When I tell you all that the timeline for this wealth is ending, family, it is coming to an end. And today, guys, the last couple of minutes, I want to talk about real estate. Okay. If you have real estate, if you own a home or you're in real estate, whether that's commercial, or retail, drop a 777. If you have a home, you own some land, you have a business, you own something, you're in the business of real estate, drop a 777 because this is going to be extremely important for you moving forward, especially my people that's interested in commercial real estate. I'm talking about people that want to build high rises and office buildings and different things like that. If that is you, okay, this next part, I promise you, you want to pay attention to because I just told you the greatest way for you to create wealth is real estate. And we're going to talk about how you can create wealth in real estate on the XRP ledger. Woo! Let's go, baby. Let's go. But before we get into there, I just got a quick little synopsis. Now, I don't want to read all 16 pages of that. So I'm going to give you guys a quick version of what this talked about. The Basel Committee on Banking Supervision has finalized its disclosure framework for banks' crypto asset exposure. So remember, all banks will hold crypto assets the same way they hold gold, the same way they hold everything, real estate, everything, bonds, they will hold crypto. The disclosure framework has been developed based on the disclosure requirements contained in the final prudential standard on banks' crypto asset exposures published in December 2022. It includes a standardized table and templates that cover the disclosure of both qualitative and quantitative information. The use of the common disclosure table and templates will support the exercise of market discipline and help to reduce information asymmetry among banks and market participants. The committee has agreed to implement the standard by January 1st of 2026, family. Did you hear that? January 1st of 2026, they have already agreed to start implementing this standard. ISO 20022 is in full effect. Now, before we get into this real world asset conversation, I need everybody to be excited. I need everybody to get excited. And before we even get started, I need y'all to go share the link one more time and tell them we're about to talk about real estate on the XRP ledger. They do not want to miss this. But I want to need y'all to hear from the CEO of Ripple himself talking at Fortune Magazine's Brainstorm Tech conference. Pay attention.
Look, I'm going to start by saying it's shocking to me as a kid who grew up in Kansas that somehow a technology like this has become a partisan issue. Why would we have a Republican versus Democrat dynamic around innovation? Like, we should want technology that reduces cost, improves efficiency. The fact that this became partisan, I think really the patient zero on that is Elizabeth Warren, who uses as a campaign talking point that all crypto is used for bad acts and et cetera, which is absolutely provably not the case. But now you have, in a somewhat crazy way, a dynamic where the Republicans are pro-crypto and a bunch of Democrats are anti-crypto. I'll give credit to a Fortune reporter who's one of the first people I saw tweet out. This is JJR, Jeff John Roberts, tweeted out that Biden will gain 0 votes for being anti-crypto, and Trump will gain tens of thousands. I don't know what he said exactly, but many votes for being pro-crypto. I agree with that tweet. And it makes no sense to me. And there are leading Democrats who I think are trying to solve this and leading in. I was at a crypto roundtable in Washington, D.C., led by a California rep named Ro Khanna, Mark Cuban. It was about 25 people. Anita Dunn, in a personal capacity, who works directly for Joe Biden, was in the group, as was Mark Cuban, Senator from New York, Gillibrand. So look, I think there's some leading Democrats recognizing that maybe got this wrong. I was sitting next to a different representative, who I'll leave unnamed, who said that he was there largely to do a mea culpa. He's like, I got this wrong. And I had looked at this the wrong way. And I do think it's because people believe the bullshit. They have people espousing things that just are plainly not true. And they believe it. They have to learn for themselves how crypto is really being used. There's a lot of very good actors in this space that are trying to follow the rules of the road. And we've been asking for 5 years, give us clear rules of the road. And so I'm hopeful that eventually this will become a nonpartisan issue. But right now it is partisan. And I think the Republicans are playing chess where the Democrats are playing checkers.
You feel me? Let's run it back one more time, y'all. Let's run it back one more time, y'all. Y'all know who I'm rocking with this election. Hey, we gotta go to we gotta get wealthy. I'm rocking with one man this election, baby.
Penny been like old fish that upon me. Blood in my eye, dog, and I can't see. The president is what I'm destined to be, but Democrats trying to take my life away.
You feel me? Stop trying to stop our shine, because it can't happen and you can't stop it, baby. So with that being said, it's now time for us, the rest of this call, we are about to dive, okay, deep into tokenized real estate. We told you all, BlackRock told you, I told you, Anointed told you, okay? Everybody told you, okay? That tokenized real estate, tokenized assets will be king. And XRP Ledger, hosted by Ripple, will be one of the #1 platforms alongside all of the other ones that we cover here on Coffee and Crypto. Drop an XRP if you're an XRP Army member. Drop an XRP if you've been holding strong over the years. And drop an XRP if you're ready for your excellent retirement plan. Let's go.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Second day, having a good time. I'm very, very happy to be here. I'm Guillermo. I'm the CEO of Tableau, and we are a tokenized real estate marketplace. So, real estate, we've listened to a lot of talks. I was so pleased to hear how the XRP layer is focusing on the real world assets tokenization, how it's playing a major role, and how user experience and making it easy for investors out there, it's so vital. So, real estate investment is a 2.6 trillion market. It's huge. It's a monster market, but yet it remains highly inaccessible to millions of investors out there that don't have the required high initial capital to get started, or they are just put off by such long and complex processes that you have to go through it. Real estate is the #1 asset for wealth generation. Real estate is king. It's difficult to give exact figures, but it's estimated in $320 trillion worth of value of real estate out there. It's huge. And why is there's such a huge value there? Well, it's the place where we live in, it's the place where it's our most precious asset. And once you manage to build some wealth, chances are that investing in real estate is going to be on top of that list. It appreciates over time. Of course, there are some downturns sometimes, but in the long term, it's always a very safe and good investment. And it creates income, it creates passive income, and you can use it as collateral to build your wealth on top of it. You can borrow against it, and you can leverage those positions. It's the #1 asset to build that wealth. Is what high net worth individuals use to build the wealth. But it's restricted to a few investors out there. It requires a huge initial capital to get started. The sell and buy processes are very complex. It takes a very long time, and that makes the asset very illiquid. And of course, is restricted to your immediate geographical location. It's very difficult to get access to investment opportunities that are outside of your, not immediate reach maybe, but definitely you need to know where you are. And that puts off many people out of this market. And if you decide to get invested in real estate, you have two options. First option is go through the process where you search for properties, you find a lender, you tour the homes, eventually you put a down payment, you have to sort that out, all the insurance, all this. Then once you finally get to have the asset, you need to find a renter, sort that out. It takes weeks, months, estimated between 6 and 9 months to do that. That puts off many people who don't want to go through this hassle. And the other option that we have is, if you want to have some exposure to the real estate asset, is through a REIT, through a real estate investment trust. But this is investing in REITs doesn't involve asset ownership. It's basically investing in a group of people, in a company, in a management team. They decide where to invest. They decide which property, which node, which risk, which leverage to use. You don't really have much visibility on what's going on there, and you don't get to choose much. And we think this is not, this doesn't connect with modern digital investors that don't have an easy way to invest in this. Revolut and eToro, they figured this out, and they managed to unlock this huge market of the stock markets in particular. And they made it easy through a modern digital experience to invest in these markets. There are 550 million investors out there investing in digital investment platforms. That's a huge. And to invest in stocks, you need to have some sort of financial knowledge. Whereas in real estate, it resonates with more people, and it's a more desirable market. So this number could be much larger than that. So this is exactly what we are targeting. And tokenization solves these problems. How does it work? Video, please. Imagine just through, it's just very simple, a modern Airbnb style marketplace where you can just browse properties, select one, and by choosing one, buying tokens, you immediately become a fractional owner of that property. And technology allows for this and makes it extremely simple. And this is a true game changer, right? From months to seconds, and gives the liberty, the freedom of users to choose where they want to invest exactly and manage their own portfolios. So how does it work? To put it very simple, of course, the property is owned by an SPV, a special purpose vehicle company, and that company issues a token offering. The token has all the ownership rights of the property hard-coded there. So you, as a token holder, are owner of that asset, and also, of course, the price of the token appreciates over time, and you can get a proportional income based on what you invested on the income generated by that asset. So, and the beauty of this is that you can also, you don't need to sell, because the investor who typically invests in real estate is not going to trade often the tokens. It's more for wealth preservation. And you would not need to sell. You can create a basket of your tokens and borrow against it, and even get a mortgage from it, and all these new products that are coming out there. And this is where we see the exponential change to what we have right now. Where are we standing right now? The market is not there ready. We're talking with real estate companies, and they're just not ready yet to tokenize. They like the idea. The ones at least that we are speaking, they're very large groups. They believe it's the future, but because of lack of references and real projects, they're a bit skeptical and they're a bit cautious. But they do need financing, of course, like everybody. And they are having issues to finance their projects. Of course, it's getting a more tight industry. And what we are offering them is a way to raise capital for their projects through a tokenized bond backed by real estate. So that way they're getting familiar with the technology. They are getting access to a new pool of investors, the crypto community. And on the other side, this crypto investor who has their portfolio and is happy to put some part of the portfolio into some more conservative, very safe 10% yield, for example, and allocate a part of the portfolio into that. So this is how we are starting. And of course, technology allows for this, but we are very limited, I think too much, by the way. We just have to do it. So our approach for the legal restrictions, as we are based in the European Union, we are applying for a MiCA license. And of course, each country has their own specificities. But to be very clear with everybody, we cannot predict exact regulations from each particular country, how they're going to do it. our approach is that we need to ensure the three pillars, which is investor protection, provide all the information possible for each investment, KYC, AML, and third, prevent market manipulation. As long as we are doing that, yes, there will be some regulators asking for different, fees and whatever. We take it as a cost of business, and it will be a very good sign actually, because we will be moving forward with this. So that's all I have in my breakout session. Thank you very much for your.
So I just wanted to show that video. I thought that video was really interesting, just because a lot of people ask me these days, hey man, I get DMs, messages all the time, like, what's the next step? Like, what are we doing next? Like, what's the next step after crypto goes up? Where are you planning to put your money? Where are you planning to do? And for me, I plan to put my money inside of places like real estate. I don't plan to go to follow traditional rails, because I haven't followed them and try to follow them in years. I'm trying to be more advanced, so I'm going to be using things like this, right? So being able to do that with your crypto is going to be very, very important. And these are places for you to be able to park some of this USDC, park some of these stable coins, and where it actually makes sense. Okay. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for taking the time to hop on today's show. I'm really grateful. This is my 214th episode. And as we're on our way to 300 episodes, I just want to say, continue to show up for yourself, continue to show up for your future, and continue to show up. Just continue to show up, man. Just keep showing up, keep doing the work, and it'll all show soon. So if there's anybody that has anything that you like, love, and learn from today's episode, anything extra that you would like to share, feel free to raise your hand. You already know this is our Q&A session that we do at the end of every single episode. And as I wait for anybody to raise their hand, if there's anybody, it's okay if there's not. But as I'm waiting for people to raise their hand, I do have a couple of announcements. Announcement number one is make sure you guys sign up for the Rich Off Crypto Challenge. Very, very important, y'all. Number two, and that link is in my bio, all over social media, everywhere, here on YouTube. Doesn't matter. You can find the link tree. You'll see that link at the very top is the very first one. Make sure you register for the Rich Off Crypto Challenge, because we are 2 challenges in, and this is the 3rd one. You don't want it to go 12 challenges and never took a Rich Off Crypto Challenge. It's very important. Secondly, if there's anybody that's looking for portfolio allocation, reallocation, anything along those lines, and you need someone to help you, sit down with you, spend the time with you, and make sure that your investments are in the right place. Maybe you have too many meme coins and you're trying to figure out, man, look, I just made 15, 20 grand from meme coins. And yeah, XRP is cool, but it's not the only one. And you want to know how I can be diversified to make sure that I have a diversified portfolio. This is something that I've been studying for a very long time. And when it comes to day trading, I would tell you all that, hey, you can get some very good value here in this community with the crypto nerds. You get some amazing value. And when it comes to long-term growth of your portfolio and allocation, reallocation, I would say that I also am a great resource here in the crypto nerds to be able to help you all be able to succeed, guys. I'm really grateful to be a part of the nerds, because this is where it started. I'm grateful to have this extended arm that is also branched off of the nerds, because coffee and crypto is a lifestyle. We have so many things that are planned in my mind and on paper right now for coffee and crypto. And believe me, you all will be sipping on it. You all will be sipping out of it. You will be wearing it. It'll be a lot of different things. We have so many things that are in plan and in store for you all. And I'm just very, very grateful that you all take the time to be here. So I'm going to go ahead and call on, I don't know if I thought I saw DC's hand up, but I don't think I see it anymore. So I'm going to call on Crawl Billy real quick and ask Big Bro to go ahead and unmute. Appreciate you, Crawl Billy.
Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Do you realize, as I communicate with you in my kitchen at 9 o'clock in the morning, cooking, that you And the people on this call are my wealth plan. What did I say? Did I say that I got up this morning and I made $40 for lunch on the gold trade? No, Wheezy, I'm not following the plan. I did get up and I got up at 5 and I said, I'm gonna look at gold. And before my shower, I found $40. I got that from this group. I get it from you. I get it from knowing. And that real estate thing and that deal with the question that you asked, how are you going to distribute your wealth? You know, that big circle of how to get it from crypto to a project will be a business. It'll be a business that some people getting it from your crypto wallet, if you got one, to a process of purchase. But I'm gonna tell you what, I have been in the carpet cleaning business and a restaurant business and some of your businesses. I've been in all those businesses, and I don't like people working for me. I like working. I like working for people, and I like the MLM business because you kind of could you can't keep it unless you give it away kind of thing. But finding those people, man, that want to do it for themselves are so difficult. And then you're going to try to find somebody to work for me, and I'm gonna have to, I created so many carpet cleaners and pressure washing people in this area. I've created my own competition by sharing my love. The thing is, I was trying to help make it a living and make some money. So I don't want real estate. I mean, I might do real estate. So I was driving down the road yesterday. I saw a white girl and an Asian guy standing on the side of the road, and I realized they're talking about development. There's the areas developing. There's a lot of very intelligent people, and a lot of them are Indians in Mississippi, just buying up everything. They don't have to have people do things; they're just buying it up. It's not like you want to get your rent from somebody who's not going to pay you. That's the problem. Dealing with people sometimes is a problem. I think I'd rather invest in something like gold or something because it would keep people this kind of, So I think everybody's some kind of strategy based on what they like. Some people just love being around people. And I believe in the theory every dud knows it's done. So I mean, it doesn't matter who you tell if they're sharing it. Kind of like the sharing the link thing. I could dig that, but if they're sharing it, then other people are being exposed to it. The nerds group is getting bigger. Anointed's group is getting bigger. Your group's getting bigger because you're sharing it out. But I hadn't seen a lot of people paying for a lot of stuff. I mean, this is kind of like free. This is kind of like Noni just said last night, $3.99. That's what he said.
$3.99, right?
I mean, $3.99. I just learned something about real estate that I didn't know.
Wow.
And I kind of know how to apply it. Like I'm gonna go back to that screenshot I saw, and I'm gonna go back to that video that you just played on the replay of this thing, which by the way is free. And it's amazing that you can get so much knowledge. It's kind of like that railroad thing. My daddy was in the railroad. My granddaddy was in the railroad. And with Warren Buffett learning about the railroad, he was investing in things probably for, they laid this track for years before they ever put a train on. I mean, they didn't take the train and drive it down the track to build the track. They built the track and then they had the railroad. We got the roads and now we got the cars. And, I don't know if we're on flying cars, but we're going to have something that hasn't happened yet. And we're building upon that platform. And you can make it anything you want to make it. It can be anything you want it to be.
Right.
Just have to plug in, show up, and grow up. I mean, it's just, I don't know, that's all I got. I've had 2 cups of coffee. I'm in talkie. I'm excited. I'm gonna learn about gold today. I'm gonna learn about Bitcoin today. I'm gonna learn about XRP today. I'm gonna do some more stellar initiative stuff today. I'm gonna get on my QSI today. I'm gonna go fit a couple of carpet jobs, and I'm gonna eat some lunch on anointed. Thank you. On my gold trade. It's just gonna happen, and I look forward to it. And I appreciate it, and I love you.
Love you too, Billy. Thank you so much for just always being you, man. Thank you so much. And yeah, y'all, you can see that it's not about the size of the impact, but it's just about the impact, y'all. It's not about any of that. So I'm just grateful to, even if it was just one person, even if it was just one person. And another thing here is, sheesh, Lord Jesus. My bad, y'all. I just got a text message from Noit. Lord Jesus. My bad, y'all. Lord Jesus. That's all you can say to things like that, you know? Lord Jesus. Hey, it's a whole lot of money being made over at the Nerds, man. I gotta get my shit together. Excuse my language, but I gotta get my shit back in order, y'all. I'm out here missing too much money. But you know what the beautiful thing about it is? You know the beautiful thing about it is, y'all, is the fact that, like, when it comes to when it comes to investments, y'all, like when it comes to trading, there's so much space and opportunity. Like even if I decided to get my together 3 years from now, the markets is still gonna move. There's still money to be made. You know, and that's the beautiful part about it. So you don't got to rush yourself, but you do got to take action. And that was a wake-up call right there, man. So with that being said, make sure you all tune in tonight if you are in the Telegram group for the Nerds to Billy Talk. And then Saturday, we have our morning trading session. You already know the Mocha Money Circle within our Discord group. And also on Sunday, Anointed Ali has a trading call that he does. It used to be free. It ain't free no more. It ain't free 99 no more. I'll tell you that. Okay. But it's almost free. With that being said, y'all, have an amazing day. And I'm wishing you nothing but prosperity, freedom, and abundance. And I'll see y'all at the top, not just from the top, because the bottom is getting way too crowded. Peace and blessings.